Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever or wherever you are watching this, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Jeremy, and thank you very much for checking out this video. The Dark Knight Trilogy is available now on 4K Blu-ray. Today, we focus on The Dark Knight. If you're interested in seeing unboxings of both Batman Begins and Dark Knight Rises, keep an eye out for other videos on my channel. So before we get any further, just going to show you around the outer box with the cellophane on so you know what to expect when you have a brand new copy in your hands. Now as we flip around to the back, you can see there is a lot of info to digest here. If you would like to read it in depth, be it now or a bit later in the video when the cellophane is off, I encourage you to hit the pause button so you can see all the specifics. I will note while I'm showing you the spines that they haven't skimped out on the materials for these Ultimate Collector's Edition sets because there is some proper weight to each of these sets, and that's really nice to see. And finally, here is the spine that will stick out on your shelf most likely. And just for a point of reference, here is what it looks like when you have it stood on your shelf. Righty then, enough preamble, let's get inside. Now to get the cellophane off. So as I'm peeling this off, just as a point of reference, as was the case with Batman Begins, this contains both the 4K Blu-ray and a regular Blu-ray as well. Now I'm going to take off the J card in a few moments, but before I do, a quick closer look at the front of the box here, the rigid case, now I have the cellophane removed. That sticker you can see, by the way, pretty sure you can remove that fairly easily, and that's not grit on the packaging that you can see there, it is a design choice on the printing. So before I get this J card off, just another quick look for you now that the cellophane is removed. And again, if you'd like to read this all in depth, I encourage you to hit that pause button so you can check it out in detail. Now, point of reference, I'll just show you the spines again. I'll show you with the J card as well. Once again, the inner contents there. Underneath side. And the spine that will be on your shelf. And once again, point of reference, here's how it will look when it is stood on your shelf. Right, now let's see if I can get this J card off successfully. Now, based on the Batman Begins unboxing I did, this has been attached down with glue dots, so gotta try and do this very slowly to remove them, because I've had some bad experiences with glue dots before. So hopefully I can remove this without much of an issue. I'll try and focus in as best as I can here. As you can see, I'm just trying to pull it away just very gently. Just take your time with the glue dots. It can be a bit of an arduous process, but ultimately, if you can do it successfully, it is worth it. Nearly there, and there's another glue dot down the other end here, so I reckon if I can peel this one away, this should make it easier overall to be able to remove it. In fact, it looks like there's another two there, in fairness. Why are there 3 glue dots on the front here? That's a packaging choice if there ever was one. So, as you can see there, I'm trying to peel them all away gently. I might have to give a bit of an assist here. Oh, okay, yeah, I'm going to just sort of cheat this so it peels off of the case. Sorry everyone, just bear with me for a moment. There we go, and then finally got the one at the top just to try and finish. I'm going to assist that one as well. Nearly. There we go. Right. Wasn't the cleanest job in the world, but the box seems to be okay, that's the main thing. So, there is a glue dot down here. On the back, let me see if I can remove this. Oh man, that looks to be that's a lot stronger, this glue. Okay, let's see if I can remove that. Oh! Okay, I can already see there's a bit of a bubble there. I'm not sure if you can see that in the light, but that little bubble there is a result of the glue dot. It's a little bit annoying, but it's not a deal breaker by any means. And just point of reference, nothing else on the underside of the J card. Let's get that away. So right, so here is the reverse side of the box for you. Just give you a closer look at that. And that is printed on, as I discovered with the Batman Begins, this is a design choice. That is not grit that you can see on there. So there we go. And now I believe, actually, just looking at it, this seems to be a complete wraparound image, a silhouette of Batman and whatnot. So that's quite a nice touch to see, actually. I hadn't noticed that before with the Batman Begins unboxing, but I'm assuming that is the same case there. So, point of reference now, here is what the underside, or rather, sorry, the top of the case, now that J card is removed, look like. And that's a bit of a dent there. And again, not a deal breaker, it's just luck of the draw with how my set arrived. But let's get inside this. So, let's see what we have inside. So to begin with, got two elements here. We'll come back to this one in a few moments. First off, we are starting with the steelbook. I'll give you a closer look at the front, and this seems to be similar imagery to what we saw on the front of the rigid case. And this image works quite well as a steelbook image. I kind of wish there was maybe something a bit brighter is a bit of a weird word to use in the Batman universe, but something just a bit more striking. Now, I kind of noticed this on the Batman Begins unboxing, and you can check that out now on the channel if you want to see for a point of reference, but this text does seem to be off-center once again. And once I've unboxed all three, I might try and do something with all three side by side as a comparison point. But in case you want to display the steelbook, that is how it will look for you on your shelf. Now the back. I love this. This looks so good. I was talking about something being really striking. The way the colours pop out on the black, this works so well. The Batman logo as well, hidden in amongst all the ha-has. That is a really, really nice piece of art, that. I really like that. Now we delve inside the steelbook. As you can see, we've got 3 discs here. We begin with the 4K HDR Blu-ray. That disc specifically on that side. Then, as was the case with the Batman Begins one, we've got a regular Blu-ray disc, for the movie. And then if I just remove the movie disc here, you'll see underneath that this is specifically a special features Blu-ray disc. Now what I'm going to try and do is see how easy it is to remove these. Once again, that was pretty simple to do, so that's nice to see. Let's see if this is fairly simple. Yep, not too much of a problem at all. Now, what do we have underneath here? Appears to have a driving scene. As Batman, you can sort of see underneath the disc area on the left-hand side. Not the most striking image on the underside of the steelbook, but hey, the outer side of the steelbook, it does look cool when you have it out like this. But yeah, the ha-ha side, really, really like that. That is a really, really striking design. So very, very happy with that. And now the task of trying to put the discs back in. Let's see how much of an easy process this is. Starting off with the 4K disc. Yep, pretty simple. And then we move over to the special features disc, which has to go underneath. Yep, simple, easy to do, not much of a problem at all. And then the movie disc, as to be expected, very, very simple to pop in. So there we go, that is the steelbook. Now we move on to this, a box of goodies, if you will. That's a design on the front and the back, just for a point of reference, nothing specifically on the spines. This is simply just to hold the additional content that's inside the box. To open it, just pull the flap like that, comes away very easily. Now let's try and get all the contents out. There we go. Put this to one side. So, we're going to go through all this one by one, and I'll try and show you as in-depth as I can. Now, to begin with, we have got a 16-page booklet. And here is the back side for you, as it were. Now, as we look in this, let's see what we have. Okay, we appear to have some images from the film itself. To reference my Batman Begins unboxing once again, I'm guessing based on this already, we're going to be having a variety of imagery from the film itself. Let's go through all this just to make sure. Yeah, and some of this imagery as well, I can already tell. We've probably got a few repeating images, which is interesting to see. I thought they might have had a few more assets they could have worked with. There was a picture of the Joker on an early page. In fact, that Batman there, I'm pretty sure that's from the front of the rigid case now I'm thinking about it. It's that exact same silhouette. Okay, yeah, but as was the case with Batman Begins, I kind of wish there was a bit more maybe behind the scenes from a physical packaging point of view. You work with what you got, and the amount of special features that there are on a disc obviously helps as well, but from a physical point of view, expect a little bit more perhaps. So the folded out poster, once again, someone's done a very good job of making sure there are loads of folds in this if you're someone that likes to try and display this on a wall or maybe in a frame. It's a really, really cool image though, I like that. That's really nice. I really like that as a poster design. Interesting it's in such a widescreen sort of format, I suppose is one way to put it. But that is a really striking image. I like that, but again, just the amount of folds, it kind of sort of takes away from it a little bit. So, there we go. Right, what have we got next then? Oh, that is separate. Hang on, start with this then. Oh, that's really nice. So we've actually got the Joker card that the Joker holds from the film here. Oh, hang on, I'll try and zoom in a bit on that. That's really nice. I like that. That's really, really cool. As a replica card from the film, I really, really like that. That's a cool little physical extra, that. I'm happy with that. That works really well. So what do we have here, then? So we've got the Joker here on one side of a card. And on the alternate side... Ah, so this is the costume card, and we got one of these in Batman Begins as well in a different context. So this is like some concept art, if you will, for the Joker's look in the film. And that's a really nice image of the Joker, actually, as well. That's really, really nice. The cardstock is very thick as well, have to say that. I like that. So now, these are going to be the lobby cards, and conveniently, they're all face down. So in this instance, I shall just reveal them one by one, as it were. I don't actually know what the designs are, but for point of reference, on the back, you can see I've got the Warner Brothers logo and the copyright line. So, what do we have first? Really, really cool. Now, interesting to note, different DC logo there. If you watch my Batman Begins unboxing, you'll note it was a different DC Comics logo, but an earlier one. So I wonder if that's going to be a recurring theme in all of these box sets, because I will be doing one for Dark Knight Rises as well. That's another cool image. It'll be interesting to see how these lobby cards pan out in terms of striking imagery. That's a really nice one of the Joker. That's really cool. Also, the sort of mid-motion blur as well. That's a really nice effect on that. And we get to see some other cast members from the film as well. It's not just going to be about Batman and Joker. I'm liking the different array of imagery that we're getting from these lobby cards, actually. Because lobby cards, effectively a live-action equivalent of an art card, is meant to sort of highlight different elements of a film or showcase different specific sections of a film. And this variety of imagery so far is doing a very good job of that. So this is a very good selection that we've got so far. And we've got a few more left. Here is that image once again I was mentioning that was on the booklet and from the box. So that's now the complete image of that. And it is a very nice image on that card as well. If you're someone that likes to display these perhaps in a frame, just in a combined frame, these would work very well actually as a combined set of cards on a frame. And that's a really nice image of Joker. That's really cool. So there we go. So that's a selection of art cards. Again, happy with the choice here. We've got a nice variety of imagery here, showcasing various elements of the film and various cast members as well, so I'm happy about that. Now I'm just going to gather these all up. So in terms of value for money, because that's all the contents now, in terms of is this better than the Batman Begins set, in terms of physical content, I'm going to say yes. The Joker playing card was a very nice touch there to make it a little bit different. Again, with the booklet, I wish there was a little bit more in it, but overall, I think this has worked out very, very well. Now, a fun task, let's see how easy and or difficult it's going to be to try and get all of these back in the box, in this scenario of me doing this unboxing. Okay, I can already tell this is not going to be as simple as I'd like it to be. I'm making a right meal of this, bear with me, sorry. I call it honest unboxing for a reason, folks. This is me trying to do it on camera as I record it. Alright, so let's try this one more time. It almost feels like, I don't know if it's just me, but maybe it's just a bit too big. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it's a little bit snug to get back in there, so maybe it wasn't just me being totally stupid in that sense. But there we go. That's the contents of the extras. And then with the steelbook in my hand, I'm now going to grab the rigid case and put the contents back inside that. Right, let's see how easy and or difficult this is going to be. It's not going in straight away. Where's that? I think it's probably because I'm probably displaying the wrong way. Why is this a bit more awkward than it should be? Okay. No. I mean, yeah, it slides in there, okay? I mean, that was slightly weird, but there we go. The Dark Knight Ultimate Collector's Edition Blu-ray, available now on 4K. And thank you very much for watching this video today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're interested, you can watch an unboxing of the Batman Begins set right now, and there will be a Dark Knight Rises unboxing very, very soon as well on my channel. Thank you very much for watching, and have a nice day.